Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Salierno, Chief Editor of Dental Economics. Welcome to another edition of DE's Recall Visit, where we look at some of our favorite articles from a recent issue. And this time my guest is Tim Twigg, who is a regular columnist with us. His column is Staff Issues. Tim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks so much.
Well, thanks for having us. You know, I love your column. Every other month when it debuts, I mean, every dentist has HR headaches, and you actually were at our Principles of Practice Management conference 2 years ago, and I got to see your presentation, which was just spectacular. I'm curious, as you lecture around the country and as you write your column frequently, what are the most common, if there is one most common headache that dentists are bringing to your attention when it comes to managing their teams?
Great question, and certainly some aspects of that are shifting over time, because right now we've got an improving economy, and with an improving economy, we've got a tightening workforce, and so our labor market. And so where it used to be a little easier to go about recruiting and hiring the person you ideally want, that's becoming a little more challenging. And so one of the struggles we find that dentists are having is, how do you really engage and motivate the existing people, and how do you even develop talent in such a way that you create long-term retention with people? Because it's becoming tougher and tougher to, again, find that, quote, right person out there. So that's a struggle. And the other is just, how do we manage people over time when this is not a topic or a subject that gets addressed or dealt with in dental school? And of course, a huge key to that is all about communication, and how do you communicate both in a written form and in a verbal form that supports better relationships between the employer and the employee, and obviously then again improves performance and long-term retention, minimizing the potential for turnover.
So your response might be then, if someone says, we're all the good team members, where are the good employees? Perhaps your response might be that you may actually have them already in your office. You just haven't led them correctly. You haven't developed them. Sure. and educated them on how they can be winners in your practice. Is that the case?
I think that's a great point. I mean, you know, the real short answer is, where are all the good people? Well, at this point, again, improving economy, tightening labor market, all the good people have jobs. So it's not like they're unemployed looking for work. And so, yeah, you can go around hoping you can poach someone, or like you said, I can take the people I have and start to really lay out almost like a 1, 2, 3 year professional, almost career path that would include the kind of CE and the kind of training that would really help create or develop this person into the employee that you're looking for. When recruiting and looking for people, I mean, one of the adages is, you hire for the things you cannot train. Well, we can't teach attitude, but you can teach people about people skills and communication and running the computer and the technology that's employed in the practice. All of that is teachable. And even things like emotional intelligence is coachable. But the one thing clearly you can't teach is attitude. So if you hire someone with a really great attitude, then it's like, okay, we can teach and train over a period of time and help this person develop the skills to be able to really perform at a high level.
Well, and developing those skills certainly is still no easy feat, right? So at the upcoming Principles of Practice Management Conference, July 12th and 13th, you're going to be addressing our group again. Excited to have you back. Tell me about a little bit about what you're going to be able to get into in greater detail.
Well, a big focus is going to be communication. Bottom line, at least from our perspective, is that, you know, success in a dental practice is driven by people. And the more I can have both stability, consistency with the people, and have people who are more engaged in the work that they're doing, the more I can help support or contribute to the success of the dental practice. And of course, from a human resources standpoint or a people standpoint, that success is driven in large part by, again, communication, written communication as well as verbal communication. So what we're going to be doing in our session is really diving into some models that really support good communication. Everything from goal setting and monitoring timelines and therefore performance over time, some scripting on how to frame that kind of communication so that it's more positive as opposed to punitive and negative. We're going to provide some nice tidbits about how to provide productive feedback, both positive and negative, but how to do it within a context that supports the relationship and the growth and the opportunity. So those are some of the key elements, and then looking at where behavioral issues can indeed be changed through, again, communication and managing that person's performance.
Well, your first presentation at our first practice management conference was spectacular. I'm really looking forward to having you back now in Indianapolis in July. Tim Twigg, thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you in Indianapolis.
Appreciate the opportunity, Chris, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks.